What's going on, Hits fam? Your girl, Kimmy B. Definitely the luckiest lady in radio, let me tell you, as we are hanging out with the fabulous fellas of NCT 127.
Yeah! Oh, yeah!
That's us.
하나, 둘, 셋.
Supporting NCT. Hi, we are NCT 127.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You have clearly never done that before.
I mean,
Yeah,
not enough.
Never.
Our first time, never enough.
Well, for our Miami family, our Hits family, our CMG family, maybe you could take a second and kind of run down the list for anybody who, has been living under a rock and maybe doesn't know who all of you are individually. Can you introduce yourselves?
Hey, guys, my name is Johnny. Let's have a great time.
Hey guys, I'm Yuta. I'm so happy to be here. Hey.
Hello, my name is Doyoung. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jungwoo. Yeah.
What's up? Hi, I'm Tae. Nice to meet you.
What's up? I'm Haechan. Good luck.
Yes.
Okay. I'm the leader of NCT 127, Taeyong, and have a nice fun. Thank you.
That's what we're going to do.
What's up, Miami? I'm Jaehyun. Have a good day.
Hey guys, I'm Mark. It's great to be here. Let's have a good time.
That is what we're going to do. So we're going to do a little quiz at the end.
Okay.
We'll quiz
Sure,
myself.
sure.
Maybe not.
Love
maybe.
quizzes.
That might not be so good for me. Can you do me a favor, though? Because as I was digging, I'd like to do a little research and obviously, try to find out as much as we can about the amazing people that we're going to have. Bless our hit stage here. And you guys have such a unique story as to how the group came to be. So maybe you could kind of, like I said, fill those out there in, internet land and that maybe don't know how NCT 127 came about. Thank you. Nice save.
Whoa, reflex.
All right. Look at that. Somebody's going to be very jealous. I'm just saying. That's going to be what goes viral out of this whole interview, just so you know. But let everybody know how NCT 127 came to be.
I feel like everyone here really loved music and dancing and performing, and I guess everyone started training together, and we all became a team that way. It was just like a very natural kind of thing. We trained together, we practiced together, we ate together, and then NCT 127 came about. It's very simple. It was just loving music, loving performing. Yeah.
What is the training part of that, though?
Mark, you want to explain?
Yeah. It may be very different from the star development that America usually has, but in Korea or like in Asia, there are auditions, there are casting occasions, but for us it's all very different. But we eventually come to the label, and we train under the label before debuting.
Wow.
And we all have different time periods of the training experience, but we actually all train together, and that's how the team comes together and they form a collective.
Gotcha.
And then that's how you debut, yeah.
Definitely very different than here in the States, but they're clearly looking for the creme de la creme. Like they want the best of the best.
Yeah,
so it sounds like it's really intense.
We're the Avengers.
I love it, yes. Well, billion-dollar babies, let me tell you. With that being said, now I know there's something special with the 127.
Yes.
What does that represent? What does that stand for?
So 127 is the longitude of Seoul, which is the capital of Korea. And it means that we're going to spread out to the world, starting from Seoul, which is the main place where K-pop started.
I love that. Yeah. That's so dope. It's always cool when you find out how people came up with their group names and when there's that much symbolism behind it, it's kind of like... Oh.
Everyone probably looks at the 127 like, why is there a number there? But
Yeah.
now you know.
Well, because there's a lot of you, but there's not 127 of you.
No, definitely not.
Now, this is your first time to the U.S.?
No, it is not.
Okay.
Yeah, but first time in Miami.
Yes. Welcome to Miami. Have we been having a good time?
Very great time.
We had a great show yesterday, too.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
What was the best part about your show yesterday here in Miami?
Just the heat, the crowd was great. It's always a great... it's always a pleasure to perform in front of a crowd like that.
Mm-hmm.
The heat, they were so passionate, and just Miami itself, I heard that it never gets cold in Miami.
Yeah, that's the beauty of living in the... Well, it does.
Oh, it does.
We consider 67, 70 cold.
Oh, that's cold.
That's cold. I guess.
Oh, just thinking about it.
Well, when you spend a little more time in Miami and we have a cold spell, you'll understand what we like. We pull out the boots, we pull out the leather
Really?
jackets. It's the most ridiculous spectacle you'll ever see, and people from up north are like, really? They're running around.
I'm from Chicago.
Really?
Yeah, so
So you know real cold.
we're wearing shorts like
50.
when it's like 40,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
50, like,
Woo! It's summertime, we're going
oh,
to the
feeling
beach.
good.
Yeah, no, we're very spoiled and we're big babies here.
No,
in
but
Miami.
the weather is amazing, really.
Yeah, you can't help it. It's so warm here.
Well, I'm glad that you had an amazing time here and you had a great show and that Miami represented. That's what it's really about. But I've got to tell you, K-pop, your fans are on another level.
Oh, yes, they are.
Like, is that what your fandom is
Yes,
called?
and citizens.
And citizens. Okay, hashtag and citizens. I like that.
Yes.
Well, so, like, I mean, when I say they hang on your every word, like, they will watch this interview and they will crush me for asking the same questions that somebody else asked. They'll be like, can't you guys do a little research? Can't you find out a little bit more? But I say that because it's theirs. They want to know everything there is to know about you, and they're constantly craving some new bit of information, a new facial expression, somebody's laugh, the way they looked when I asked a question. Like, I've never seen fandoms like there are in K-pop. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I feel like they know us better than we do sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, they'll look and they'll be like, oh, Johnny, something must have happened before Johnny walked in. Because the way he was sitting, and he wasn't sitting leaning into, he was sitting leaning away from. But, I mean, how does that make you feel?
Actually, we're really thankful for our fans that support us and love us a lot. Cause once we're on stage, our fans are really a big energy for us to like perform or wherever we go. Whenever our fans welcome us, we're really like touched, and we're really thankful for our end citizens a lot.
Oh, you guys are always really gracious too. I will say that. Like, so again, I'm sure your fans love you as much as they do because you give that back to them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's about that genuine.
I think it's really important, yeah.
Kind of reciprocation. But talk to me about the crossover, right? Because obviously you start off in Seoul, and there's a base there for K-pop, right? People know what it is. And here in the States, I feel like it's making its way here. We've had some major movements, but it's kind of exploding right now. So what is that crossover like into mainstream, U.S. pop culture?
I feel like taking the global step for our team has always been for us, even from the start, because we're all very global, our members itself, and we're very diverse. And so taking that global leap is something that was it was in a way like we've always been wanting to do it, and it was part of our aspiration, our purpose. And so I feel like taking this to America and having America, like opening K-pop like never before. Yeah. It's like I feel like it's like in a way the most right time for this to happen, and we're very determined, and we have this sense of responsibility as well, because we feel like we want to take this opportunity to the best, and so we're just giving our all into it, and we just want to show the world what we do and what we love. Yeah.
Well, I think even just taking the time to explain how you guys came together helps people in the States, and especially young aspiring artists, understand how intense your journey has been and how committed you have to be to get to this place. Like I'm sure there's a ton of talented individuals, the same way we have a ton of talented individuals in the States, but it's sometimes more than talent, right? It's about your work ethic. It's about your commitment. It's about being able to persevere and last longer than the other people that you are competing against, right?
I feel like there's a lot of variables that determine like what happens. I feel like, yeah.
But we're still we're still on the go. We're still working hard,
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
we're always
we don't stop.
we don't stop.
Yeah, I know. You're getting on a flight and going to Dallas as soon as you leave here. I mean, you're busy
We're
guys.
always, you got to work for it.
That's amazing. So what are some memorable experiences, or I should say some memorable fan experiences you've had so far, especially here in the U.S.? We got to represent for your own citizens in the
팬들과
States.
약간 새로운 경험 미국에서.
Uh-oh. You have a specific one.
그러면 앉는 거?
팬들과
GMA, our concert, and 공항에서도 the airport.
Was it crazy?
Yeah, it's crazy.
그리고 그거 뭐 아침 반성 오늘 한 거 그 팬분들한테랑 그
we
서프라이즈.
we were at the Spirit today, and there was like an 11-year-old girl that we surprised. She was blindfolded and she came in like she was one of our big fans, and like her face really had the like of having like being so happy, that pure like happy face.
Yes.
We saw that like starting in the morning, and that made us really happy as well.
Oh, good day. That's a great way to start your day, right? Oh, that's amazing. Well, shout out to her. I don't know what her name is, but hey, shout out to you. You made your day. How was the Billboard takeover?
아, 빌보드 테이크오버가 어땠는지 또 물어보는데 그거 우리 막 과자 막 그거
Like it was fun because like it's Billboard, we all know Billboard, but to be able to like take over the office.
Yeah,
like,
it was hilarious.
I mean,
was
like,
dying watching
it was
that.
like it was fun for us too. It wasn't just like the concept. We were actually having fun, and so.
Who was using the copy machine?
카피 머신 누구?
누구였어? 그 인쇄하는 거.
I have the same problem. I still can't figure out how to use the one here. So, we're all in the same boat together.
It was fun, yeah.
Well, it was fantastic. It was great social media. Do you like being on social media? Is that like a lane that you guys enjoy being in?
It's like you can't take that away anymore. It's
no.
like I think it's like all in one now. Pretty much. Or like pretty much the main thing that gets viral now.
Well, you don't have a group if you don't have a poppin' Instagram. It's just it's an integral part of what you do.
I feel like it's a very important way to interact with our fans.
For sure.
Because we can't be everywhere at the same time, but through like social media, everyone can see what we're doing and what they're doing. It's a very strong connection we have.
And they feel like they have that direct response. If somebody replies to a comment or if you like something, it's that usually ends up in the top.
Yeah.
NCT 127 liked my comment on, April 29th, 2019. It's insane. Anybody you want to collaborate with?
콜라보레이션 같이 하고 싶은 사람.
Oh.
Migos.
Migos.
Okay. Really? I love it.
We met Lil Dicky. We met Lil Dicky.
It was at Sirius XM. Like it was a coincidence, really meeting him, and he just happened to walk by, and we waved at him, and he waved back, and then we just met, and then like we actually the Earth
The
song.
Earth song. Yeah. I'm like, you guys would have been great on that.
It was on Earth Day.
That was the day. Oh, so that was a big day for him too.
So like it was a coincidence.
Yeah.
But like we met and.
And did you talk and that could maybe possibly we'll put that out in the
we're
universe.
open. We're always open.
We'll put it out in the universe.
I feel like we just want to collaborate with anyone, really. We're just always open because we're not stuck with one type of genre of music. We just want to try everything. Definitely.
No, and that's something when I was listening to like your EPs that you've already put out. A song will start off in one lane, right? It'll start off sounding like a pop song, and then all of a sudden somebody jumps on and is rapping, and then all of a sudden you get that trap vibe, and then you get a dance vibe, and it's all in one song.
I feel like that's like the charisma of like K-pop and like having 9 members on a team.
Yeah.
We can do any kind of music, just like even with us as well.
We got a buffet for you guys.
I love it. What you want, we got it. You're like Ariana Grande.
Just
you want
choose.
it? We got it.
Just choose.
What do you prefer though? Like each and every, so there's obviously in a performance, you dance, you're amazing dancers. Dancing, you've got the performing part, you've got the writing and the recording part. Like each one of you, what is your favorite part of this, being musicians?
뮤지션의 제일 좋아하는 점? 조용히?
보시는 관객분들하고 음악을 통해서 뭔가 마음을 나누는 게 뮤지션이 할 수 있는 가장 좋은 일인 것 같아요.
Like so, as a magician, he feels like the most like it's a privilege for the musician to always have a crowd and to interact with our performance and to have that bond happen is what it's our honor that we can
So the performance part, just that
yeah.
interaction and that connection.
And I actually want to add on, like, This is actually something that I felt personally while we were preparing for the Superhuman, was that like we were actually like all thinking of, like, we were all butting heads together for this particular performance, because we had all ideas, like, and like for a second, like it made me kind of like realize how like determined and how we were so committed to this performance, and we were all throwing ideas for like this part and everything, and that made me realize how like this is what it should be. Like we're always putting our part into the performances, and we know that that's what we're most like strong in.
Yep.
And so we really take responsibility in our performances, and we always try to take it to the next level.
Well, it sounds like you're all contributing.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
you
Right,
always-
that's what I
That's
get
the main
from
part,
that,
yeah.
is that it's everybody's. That's not easy. There's
Yeah.
a lot of you. But you try to make sure everybody's voice gets heard, everybody's perspective is kind of brought in.
Of course.
I feel like we all have ideas and we all have open minds, but in the end, like, we try to find the middle ground. And I feel like our leader, Taeyong, like, tries to do that as well as possible, really.
That cannot always be easy, though.
Of course.
But like, we get it done, I
No,
feel like.
no. I mean, but that's obvious. You're successful, but I have so much respect for that, because teamwork is a concept in and of itself that it takes a long time to kind of wrap your mind around. But to travel with 9 individuals and to make music, which is such a personal experience, you know what I mean? It's such an emotional thing when you're writing or you're performing. You have to be in it. You have to feel it. And if you guys are making sure that everybody is able to do that, that's where the success comes from.
We really try.
And
yes.
we've been
Thank you.
together for a while now,
Yeah.
so I feel like that also helps.
Yeah.
Of
You know
course.
each other.
Yeah.
That
You well.
we're all pretty.
Like-
We adjusted to each other well.
each other, we learn each other, and this is teamwork.
How much time do you guys spend together?
All day, every day.
All day,
All day, every day.
I can tell
all
just,
day,
just
every
by
day.
the faces.
Like all day, every day, really. Like 24/7, every day.
That was the absolute best. So I know we're wrapping up here. What are your goals for the rest of, let's say, 2019 and moving forward, but really coming up immediately?
Well, coming up immediately, well, we have our EP dropping.
Yes.
We are Superhuman. I believe it's on May 24th.
Yep.
And after that, we're always just working, like, to make more music. We're still going to be touring, like, all around the world, because it is a world tour. We want to make sure it is
Yes.
a world tour.
Yep.
I just hope that our end citizens are prepared, because we're just always trying to bring something new to the table, definitely.
Well, I'm a new end citizen,
Oh.
just so you know.
Yeah.
And I am ready, let me tell you.
yeah.
Well, before I let you go, I asked your team, can you guys teach me how to say something
Of course.
in Korean?
Okay.
Just you pick something. You
Okay.
pick something. Or
Oh.
wherever.
한국어 하나. 뭐가 있을까요?
Don't set me up, though.
No.
되게 생각한 거 많았는데.
꿀잼?
I don't want to be like Ariana
Oh,
Grande
귀여운
with barbecue, whatever.
Okay.
Something crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, alright.
I'll teach you.
Okay.
This will, like, if you do this to any Korean person,
Okay.
like you'll get a smile.
Okay.
Like it'll be good for you.
So it's smiling, not a slap. All right.
No slaps.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Listen carefully. Guiomi.
Kuyomi?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Almost?
Yeah.
That was good.
Was that
Yeah.
right?
That was
One more
actually
time.
good.
One more time.
Okay. Do I sing? You're like singing. You have a beautiful voice.
This is part of it.
Like,
You gotta have.
if that's what I gotta have, it's not gonna come out right. Let
One
me
more
tell
time.
you.
Guiomi.
Kuyomi.
Yeah.
Yay!
Right.
I'm getting laughed at by my own team. You know what?
it's
I
good.
speak Korean now.
Yeah.
You gotta know what it means, though.
What does it mean? I do need to know what it means.
It's like cutie.
Oh,
But, like,
okay.
Like Korea, there's like this thing called aegyo,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's like I feel like where you get to express the cute side of yourself, and like this goes for everyone to anyone, and so as long as you say kiyomi the right way, they'll think of you as a cute person.
Got you.
Or yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that you are all Kuyomi.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, like that.
That's
works
it,
for
right? Is that right?
Dude, you
Okay.
got it. You got it. You got it
Hey,
perfectly.
That's all the Korean I will ever know in my whole life, but at least I got a good one out of
You
it.
got a good one.
How can we follow you guys on social media?
Well, oh yeah. On Instagram,
We have our official account, NCT127.
Okay.
You can follow us there, and we also have our Twitter. We also have
we're everywhere.
we also have our own YouTube channel. You guys should check that out too. Yeah.
Okay, and is it just NCT 127?
Type in NCT 127, you'll find us.
I love it.
You will find us.
Well, guys, thank you so much for stopping by the new Hits 97.3. We wish you the best of luck. You're amazing. We can't wait for the new EP. Why don't you give everybody the name one more time of what the new EP is going to be?
We are
Superhuman.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much.
NCT 127, everybody, the new Hits 97.3.
Yeah.
Thank you.